value and plugging
Yes.
it to see with the first equation. So
It,
like,
it, it is less, -4 is less than -2. So you use
so
the
3 is the answer.
-3. Yep.
Yep. And then we take the -2 and then we also put it into the first equation.
So it does not work in the first one because it's not less than,
Less
it's
than
or equal to.
equal to, right.
So you
Then
go to
that's when you go
this.
to the next one.
That's right.
Yeah.
And you put
And
that in for X.
and then that would be true.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yes.
So it would be
So you have to put -2 in for X. So it's parentheses -2 + 1 squared.
which is just one.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
And then
And then 1, where does 1 fall? Is it in the first piece or the second piece or the third piece?
also the second piece.
That's right.
So it's 1 again. Okay.
1 + 1 squared.
1 plus. Oh, so we plug it into this
Yes.
first part
Yes.
again.
Yes.
Okay. It's 1 plus 1.
Yes.
So that's 4.
Yes.
Okay. And then same with this first one. So you have -1. This would not, it's not greater than or equal to 1 here.
So you have to go to the next one.
1. -1. This would work here because
Yes, because of that line underneath, it does work.
greater than or equal to.
Yes.
So
And then,
-1
yes, yes, that's it.
And then this would fit here. Wait, no. No, it would not. No. And then you look at the second one. It would fit here.
Yes.
Yeah.
Drawing a number line might help if you were wondering like how to do this, and it's just moving your finger until you see where it falls between.
Right.
And
so because so you're saying you were saying, go ahead.
I just that's a suggestion here because this is all about knowing which one to use. And then in this case, the output is -1.
-1 because it's true.
Yes.
And same for this one. Again, no, it does not fit here. Does fit here.
It's +1.
+1.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry. Well, sorry. I'm like, Taylor, can you turn it down a little bit? Sorry. Okay.
So is it, you're looking where where it is 1, where the line underneath is. So it's that last
this
one.
last one here.
Yes.
Which would make it 1.
Yes.
Okay. And then, okay, so these ones are a little different. So 0 is not equal to -2.
That's correct. So
that would just
that's the one you're using.
So it would just be -4.
Yes. Yes. Like it's a question. Is, like you just answered, is 2 not equal to 2?
2.
And it's like, well, no, but is it, the second one, is 2 equal to 2?
2, which is true. So
True.
it's -2.
Yes.
It's like a true or false
Exactly.
question, ultimately. So 4 is not equal to -2. And then if
so that's true. What you just said is true. 4 is not 2.
4 is not 2.
See that,
so
you go with
that is
that one.
true, which is okay.
Yes, that looks right.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna try this one. This is also where I get stuck. How to plug it in, like which equation first.
Okay. Do you want me to show you how to work through this one?
Yeah, that'd be great.
So just a quick note on that number line. It
Mhm.
doesn't take much to sort of, identify where things are. And
Yeah.
it's like, okay, where's -1/2? Oh, it's here. It's between 0
Mhm.
and -1. All right. Now for this problem here, yeah, I mean, knowing the order is key. So for the first
Mhm.
one, W bubble U means U of -4 first. You have to first do that.
Mhm.
So it's the one on the right that you do first. So you go to the U equation, which is the -2x + 3,
Mhm.
and you're going to use that one. So it's -2 times -4 plus 3.
-2.
So that ends up
And
being
so that's because, can you repeat one more time why? Because
the
it's
the Y is sort of beyond this class, but the mechanics are you do the one on the right first. So
okay.
because it's the second letter, you do the second letter.
Okay. Okay.
It's like a nesting doll. The one in the innermost one you want to get to first.
Mhm. Okay.
So the value of that is 11. Okay, and then
Mhm. Right.
you use that in the W. So it's W of 11,
Mhm.
and that's where you use the second equation. Yeah, we use that here for this one.
Mhm.
So it's 2 times 11.
This is 22.
Yes. Okay, and the idea is that the output of U becomes the input of W.
Mhm.
Okay, so in the second one, it's reversed. You're going to start with W of
W
negative,
first. Mhm.
yes, 2 times -4, and then that becomes your input to the U of -8,
Which
which
is
is,
19.
yes.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, these are simple. I just didn't know what order to put it in. Okay, got it.
They might give you one where you have to, it's both letters, it'll be, I'm sorry, it's the same letter, like U and U. So
Mhm.
just be on the
Yeah.
lookout for that.
Yeah.
But if you want to share your screen or try the next one, or I can
Yeah.
snip it in, whatever is
Yeah.
best.
Yeah, let's see. Can you see my screen? Okay, here. So yeah, I guess this one's like a little different.
So
Or not ultimate. Well,
different functions, but like the first one there, you're going to do Q of 2 first.
mhm,
Can you evaluate Q of 2 for us?
mhm. So I'd plug it into Q first,
That's
right?
right. That's
Yeah.
correct.
So that's 9, which is 3.
Okay, so you use that in the other one, P.
Mhm. So now 3 squared is 9, 9 plus 5 is 14.
Good. Very
Yeah.
good. And then you go the other direction. You start with P of
P,
2.
which is 9. And then 9 plus 7 is 16, squared is 4.
You got it.
Okay, simple. And then here again, we start with Q, which is 6. And then 6 squared is 36 times 2 is negative 72,
Yes,
or mine then which would be negative 74.
that sounds right.
And then we start with R, which is 5, negative 50, so it's negative 52. And then back into the first equation, it would be negative 51.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, that made much more sense. Thank you.
You did that. That was great.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I think I just needed clarification on like how to do it. I want to try these on my own because I know we have like previous lesson plans and like how to do it. I know
Yeah.
I can do it.
I mean,
It's
that's the nice thing with the videos and the notes. You can always go
yeah,
back
like I
and
know I
look.
could do it. Like this is simple stuff. There's just certain ones I get stuck on in this module. Okay, I guess this one too. I started attempting it. So we look here, it's asking for like the X.
It's asking you
Like
When X is 3,
3, what is the Y?
and is the Y above or below the X-axis? Basically, is it, if it's
So
above, it's positive.
It's below, so it's going to be negative.
Yes, that's correct.
And then when it says, this is where I get stuck, when it says like what it means when it's equal to 0.
So that means it's on the X-axis.
Mhm.
So where does it hit the X-axis or touch?
At 2.
Yes, that's it.
And then for interval notation, does this mean a
Below.
below? Okay.
Below. Is below or touching.
Below or touching. Okay,
Because of that, because of the equal to, that's what's the touching part.
Mhm.
So, and it's asking about the X values. So for what X values is it below the X-axis?
Like it starts like here. Like,
Or touching. So it
touching.
starts at 2 and goes to 4.
4. So would this be a bracket?
They're both brackets for a couple of reasons. One is because it's less than or equal to, but the other is because it's filled in. So like on the curve, it's actually a filled in.
Mhm. So it would be like,
it's the X values.
So 2 and 2, 0, or wait,
just the X values. You don't have to give the Y.
So-
So 2 to
4,
Yes.
like so. Okay. Ooh, is 3 F3.
Oh, F of 3 is negative. Part A.
Oh, I put no. I'm so sorry. Okay. So here, is it negative? No, it's positive here.
Okay, so that's a no.
No.
So do part C first, because that one's, I think, more in line. So where does it exactly hit or touch the X-axis?
-3.
-3, good. Part B, it's asking where the function is greater than 0. That means where is it above?
Above.
Above the X-axis. What are the X values for being above?
So above the X. So
what is the leftmost X value?
-4.
And it's above there, and then it comes down to -3 where it touches. So it includes -4 but does not include -3
because it's touching.
Yes.
So it would be bracket parenthesis.
Yes.
Bracket parenthesis. Okay. So -4 to -3.
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Okay. 1 second. So is 1 positive? No, it is negative. So no. And then where this means where it, sorry, right. This
do see first, where does it hit the X-axis or touch it? This time
starting from the left.
Yeah, the order doesn't matter, but there could be more than 1 point. So
yeah, so it would be like -4, -1, 2.
Yes, you got it.
Just basically like what are like the X, like X's ultimately
X-intercepts.
Yeah,
that's exactly right.
And then this means where it's above the X.
Yes.
Or yeah.
Completely. So there's going to be 2 regions this time. So notice like from -4 to -1, but it does not include those points because it's greater than. Greater than means strictly above. Like think of speeding. Okay, if you're going exactly the speed limit, you're not speeding. But as soon as you go one little bit above, you're above it.
Like here.
Yes, but so it's anything if like 45.1 miles per hour is speeding. That's the same idea here. Anything just above it is truly above. So if you're going from -4 to -1, You're just not including those values. They're
So-
parentheses.
Because they're on the line.
That's right.
Okay. And then
But wait,
is
there's
this
more.
where I
Yeah,
put
there-
do I put union here to separate it?
it says to you would, but they don't have it, so use the comma, the one in the top left in that box there.
Like here.
Yeah. And then your next region, that's below where your cursor is.
Here.
Right. So where does it come back up and go above the x-axis?
Here at
Yes.
two
Two to 4.
2 to 4.
But this time it includes 4.
So it would be,
but it does not include 2.
So parenthesis bracket.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. 3, 4. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. Oh, what did I do?
Hang on, let me check here.
2. Oh,
F of 1 positive, no. Of x greater than 0, 2 to 4. B is incorrect. Why doesn't it like B? -4 to minus. Oh, you do need union. I'm so sorry. I didn't catch that.
Mhm.
I didn't even realize. Okay. Yeah.
Okay,
That's why I didn't like it.
Yeah. Okay. Okay, so is 5. 5 is positive, yes. And then all our x's are -2, +2, and +4. And then this is asking if it's below x.
Yes.
Below x. So it would start at -3.
Good.
To -2.
Good.
And then this would be a bracket.
Yes.
And this would be parenthesis because it's on the line.
That's right.
Okay. Bracket parenthesis. And then union.
-2.
Right. And then union.
Okay.
And then it starts here at +2 again because it's on the line.
That's right.
And this would be a parenthesis.
Yep. All the way to what value?
To +4 parenthesis.
Yes, you got it.
So 2 parentheses. Like so. Okay.
Yes.
2, 2, 4. Yes. Okay. That makes a lot more sense. Okay, there's something else I was working on. I know I can do that. I think I got stuck with this one kind of, but I think it's just substitution.
It is. Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, I want to write down like the steps for like my notes.
Okay.
So I guess we'll just start it. Okay.
All right. Let me grab this one. Share my screen. Okay, yeah, I'm kind of alluding to this earlier with the numbers. Let's let that load up. There it is. So f of x means to take 4 over x. That's f of x, and you're putting that in for x. So it's 4 over x, like that.
Okay, gotcha.
And then from here you do have to simplify. So you're going to multiply by the reciprocal. It's really 4 over 1 in the numerator. The bottom always cancels, it always goes to 1. So this becomes 4x over 4 up top, and then the 4's cancel and you get just just X. And,
Mhm.
and that does not always happen. It just happened to happen in this problem.
Mhm.
So keep that in mind.
Gotcha.
All right. Now for the second one, you're taking the X squared minus 3
Mhm.
and you're substituting that in for X. So it looks like this parentheses X squared minus 3 squared minus 3. Now
Mhm.
it might accept this. I think you do have to FOIL this. So you have to write out X
Mhm.
squared minus 3, X squared minus 3 minus
Mhm.
3, and then FOIL. So you
Mhm.
end up getting X to the fourth minus 3X squared minus 3X squared plus 9,
Mhm.
X to the fourth minus 6X squared plus 6.
Mhm.
So try those, see if they
Yeah.
work out. I hope they do. It is it's within itself.
Right. Okay. So kind of just like similar to what we just did.
Yes, in some ways. So what did I say there? X squared minus X to the fourth. I believe that's correct.
6. Yeah. Okay. That's. Yes, that worked.
All right.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I'll share my screen for this one. I can try going through it.
Yeah, I'll work them out and just
Mhm.
confirm your answer. So which one are you going to do first? G
Just
of
like
G?
just G of G. Yeah.
Okay.
So I'm gonna put. Wait, so am I putting in X for
Nope. X squared minus 9. X squared minus 9
minus
goes in for like you take the whole thing and put it back in for X. And if you need me to, I'm happy to share, screen again.
Yeah, I'm a little confused.
Okay.
I'm not like seeing it.
All right. Okay, so let me just clear out a little room here.
Mhm.
Okay, so again, what it literally means is G of X. Okay. And that is your G of X. You're taking X squared minus 9 and you're putting that in for X.
Oh,
So it's
okay.
X squared minus 9 squared minus 9. See how X takes the place of, or X squared minus 9 takes the place of X. And
Right.
then you really want to write this out as two binomials so that you don't make the mistake of simplifying wrong. X to the fourth minus 9X squared minus 9X squared plus 81 minus 9.
Okay.
Is that
Okay.
okay?
That made more sense.
Okay. Now for the second one, H of X is X over 2. So notice I'm writing them twice. You take the X over 2 and you put that in for X. So X over 2 like that. I'll make that a little more emphatic. Okay. And then you just simplifying here. So you're multiplying the top and bottom by 1/2. So this becomes X over 4.
4. Okay. I got it. Okay. I'll share my screen and then see this one. So, okay. So I'll write this out twice, the 9 over 8x for F.
Yeah, and that's going in for X in the other one.
So, So it's written as 9/8 times 9/8x, like in the denominator.
Yes, yes, that sounds right.
Mm-hmm.
You should see that the 8s cancel.
Mm-hmm. So then it's just 9/x.
There's still that 9 in there. 9/9/x.
9/9/8. Right.
And then from here you'll multiply by the
reciprocal.
Yes.
And then that's 9x/9. But then the 9s cancel out, so it's just x.
That's correct.
For the first one. And then for this one, I'll write it out. So it's, and that's 3 times 3 minus 7 minus 7.
Yeah. Yep. So go ahead and simplify that.
Mm-hmm.
Let me know what you come up with.
And then I got 9x minus 28.
That's correct.
Okay, got it. Perfect.
Nice.
Okay, I'll see what else. Okay, now I can do that. Yeah, this is kind of confusing me. Okay.
Okay, yeah, let me grab a snip and we'll talk about this. All right, let's so we'll go in order here. G inverse of -6. The right words is where or which one has a y value of -6. And you're looking at
like an ordered pair.
You're looking at the ordered pairs, yeah. So which has a y value of -6? So it's that one. So the answer, the thing that goes in the box, is the x value,
which is the 4.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Now, for the next one, h inverse of x, we have to go through some steps, okay,
right.
to do that. So step 1 is to write y equals 8x plus 13.
Mm-hmm.
Step 2 is you switch x and y.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and if there's more than one x, you would put more than one y, but that you'll see that later in the course. Step 3 is to solve for y.
For y. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you're going to subtract 13 from both sides. X minus 13 equals 8y, and then you're going to divide by 8.
Mm-hmm.
So y equals x minus 13 over 8, and this is your inverse.
Final answer. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay.
So that's the second box.
Got that one. Mm-hmm.
The third one, there is a shortcut, which you'll see after we do this for the first time. So this means to do h of -1 first, which is 8 times -1 plus 13. We're using that function up there,
right?
Which is
just
-5.
5.
-8 plus 13 is 5.
5.
Then
right.
you use the inverse. So it's h inverse of 5. So that's 5 minus 13 over 8, which is -8 over 8, which happens to be -1. So it is in fact always this number.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, I will share them. So I guess we'll start with this one. So we look for it as a y value. So we know it will be -5.
Good.
And then
go to part B. Next. So the order is different, but it's still the same. It's going to be 0.
0.
It's okay.
Mhm.
And then that last one there is the 3 steps that I showed you. So
Mhm. So
do you
your
want to give that a
first
try?
one- Yeah. Grab this equation. So it's y equals, and then it turns into. So now I have it written as x equals y minus 3/7, and
Yes.
then now I have to eliminate the
The 7. Get rid of the 7. Yes.
7. So I'll multiply it by the
Both
top, both sides.
by 7. Yeah. So it becomes 7x equals y minus 3
Mhm.
because the 7 on the bottom cancels.
Right. And then, oh wait, and then here, am I trying to isolate
You're
the
solving
y?
you're solving for
or
y. Yeah.
for
So
y?
you saw me write that in the example I did. It's
Mhm.
important to know what you're solving for. You know, it's like a map, like knowing where you're going.
Right.
How do you know if you've gotten there if you don't have a
Mhm.
destination?
So y equals 7 plus 3.
Yes. And that is your inverse.
Mhm. Like so. Okay, so 6 y is 3. This will be 2. And then here I'll attempt that again. 13. And then it's equals to- So y equals x minus 13 over -2.
Yeah, it should accept that. It's a little awkward with the negative on the bottom, but
Right.
I think it'll be okay.
Okay, perfect. I can do, I know how to do that. I can do that. I think I can do that. Yeah, I want to go over this one more time.
Okay.
Oh, it's not an example, right? Okay. So
Do you want me to snip this or talk you through it? What would be best?
I think I could be talked through it.
Okay. So the x-intercept is where it crosses the x-axis, and I don't see anywhere that it crosses the
Right.
x-axis.
There's none.
The y-intercept is where it crosses the y-axis, which looks like it's at 1.
1, right.
Okay.
And then the vertical is
right there. So it's an
equals
equation. X equals, in this case, x equals 4.
4.
The horizontal is a little bit harder to see. But it's y equals 0. You can see it's
0
that dashed line there.
on the line, right?
All right. So the domain comes from the vertical asymptote. So the vertical asymptote is the only excluded value.
Mhm.
So it's everything but 4 is the domain. And you're starting all the way at minus infinity and going to, but it's a set. So it's
it would be
2 parentheses.
parentheses.
So it starts all the way at minus infinity and goes to 4. And then union, because it's going to go more than that.
That, right.
Parentheses 4 to infinity.
Oh, wait, 4 to positive infinity.
Yes. So that's the way you say everything but 4.
4. Okay, gotcha.
Now the range is a little harder. It is broken up by the horizontal asymptote, but in this case, that's the lower bound, or the smallest. Like it starts, the smallest y value can be as 0, or it approaches 0.
Because it's like
the y value of the graph is approaching 0, both left and right. Like if you were to trace along the curve with your cursor,
like
see how
here.
see how the y values are getting smaller, 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 but they're approaching 0?
Oh yeah, like touching the line, like
Yes.
here. You're right.
Yes, and same thing when you go the other direction. It's
gonna eventually like
yes.
touch here.
So 0 is the min. So that's the start of the range. Parentheses 0.
Mhm.
It'll be parentheses on the other side as well.
Mhm.
And the question is, well, how high up does it go? How high up do those arrows go?
For like infinity.
Infinity. Yes.
And that would make it both parentheses.
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so this one. So we're gonna look for where it touches the x.
It's got to, yeah,
values.
touch or cross. And
So here we have -2.
that's an asymptote. Just look at the blue.
The blue,
Bluish
like
curve. Yeah.
so 2
Yes.
and nothing else.
Okay, agreed.
Yeah.
How about the y-intercept?
Y. -2 here.
Okay, good.
And yeah, or no, yep, that's it.
Okay, so you're up to vertical asymptotes. So where are the vertical lines? There's 2 of them.
At -2 and +3.
Yes. So x equals -2, comma, or and. Maybe they do an and here. Yeah, the and button. X equals +3. X, you got to write the full equation. X, yeah, x equals 3.
Oh, it's not letting me. I type it here.
Yeah, I guess. Will it do the and? And then I get
like it lets you do that, but then it doesn't say and x. Like I can't press x here.
Oh, enter equations using the and button as necessary. I don't know.
Well, I can try. X equals, what's lowercase x equals -3.
All right, the horizontal asymptote is the
Just
horizontal line,
0.
y equals 0. All right, so we're up to the domain. The domain is broken up by the vertical asymptotes. So it's everything except the -2. Your change your vertical asymptote to +3. You got it as, in the part B, you got it as, yeah, there it is. So those are the 2 excluded values. So you're starting at -infinity.
It's -infinity, and then we're going to -2.
Good.
And then union, and then from
-2. No, -2.
Oh, we're still at -2.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have 3 sets here.
That's correct.
Yeah. Then from -2 to then +3.
Good.
And then union, and then it's gonna be +3 to +infinity.
Yes.
Or just infinity. And then range.
So range, like how far down is the graph going? What's the lowest point that you see?
So here it's.
How far down does that go though?
Like for infinity.
Yes,
like,
-infinity.
Infinity.
So parentheses, 2 parentheses.
Infinity.
Now, how far up does it go?
Also for a positive infinity.
Yes. Yes.
Like so.
Okay, that should do it with that one.
Okay, I'll remember to do that. Okay. So I'll start with the x's and y's. So x's, it's touching. Oh wait, here, no. Yeah, here at positive. No,
That's an asymptote.
No, that's an asymptote. So
Look at the blue curve. Does the blue curve cross the,
No, it doesn't. It's not touching any.
but what about on the right? Does it cross the x-axis?
Yeah, here at 6.
Yes, so the x-intercept is at
6.
6. What
And
about the
then for
y-intercept?
Y, you here at 2.
Good.
And, yeah, okay. And
So now domain,
mhm.
I'm sorry, vertical asymptote.
Okay, vertical asymptotes. X equals +3.
Good.
And then Y equals 1.
You got it?
And then domain, it's gonna start at -infinity.
That's right. And it goes, this time though, it stops at +3. That's the vertical asymptote. So the domain is broken up by the vertical one.
The vertical ones from -2 to 3.
Yes.
And
then union.
Union. And then from, it'll be 3 again to +infinity.
That's right.
And then the range is, I look at this curve.
Yes. How far down does it go?
For like infinity, but it's negative.
-infinity.
Mhm.
And this time it goes up to +1, the horizontal asymptote.
Right. +1.
And then that's like a break. So then it unions.
Mm-hmm. To from 1 to +infinity.
That's right.
Okay.
I hope that worked.
Yeah,
There it is.
perfect.
All right. We're going to go ahead and stop here
Mhm.
for today.
Mhm.